Hey, what is up, guys? Tyler here with Secure Team, and the first bit of news I want to talk about today is the fact that, well, Elon Musk has now graduated, in my mind, to hero status. I mean, not like he wasn't a hero before, but after what he's just done, man, it takes a lot of guts. And so many of you know who Elon Musk is. He's the head of SpaceX, as well as Tesla. The guy's a genius. I mean, he is single-handedly leading the future into space travel, space technology, rocket technology, and with all that he's accomplished in just the last few years has really shown just how slow the other space agencies, NASA and the others, were moving. And this guy's getting stuff done. But what I'm really excited about now, and why I think he is just, well, he's probably gotten himself into some big trouble here, is that he has just taken on the mainstream media itself. The mainstream media, one of our biggest enemies. In some places, our ally. They've been opening up a little bit more to the topic of UFOs and aliens and things like that, but it seems like they always have an agenda. And so, over the past day, Elon Musk participated in what many are calling as a Twitter war with the so-called hypocrite big media journalists, as he calls them. And so Mr. Musk spent hours arguing with journalists after he announced that he will start a new website where he will be rating journalists' credibility. How awesome of an idea is that? And of course, the journalists and the mainstream news, who basically spend every waking hour of the day criticizing other people, well, they didn't really like the idea of having a website criticizing their own. And so he took to Twitter, announcing this latest company, prompting an immediate backlash from American journalists. The verbal war between Musk and a cohort of mainstream journalists began when Musk posted an article about Tesla that dissatisfied him, due to apparent inaccuracies in the article. Musk held up the article as an example and claimed that the public no longer trusts, quote, holier-than-thou big media companies. That tweet brought forth an onslaught of distraught responses from journalists and media personalities, which devolved into this tweet war. After Musk tweeted his first criticism of the media, Andrew Hawkins, a reporter for The Verge magazine, accused Musk of, quote, screaming irrationally about fake news and becoming a, quote, Trump figure. However, Musk fired back by claiming that, quote, anytime anybody criticizes the media shrieks, "You're just like Trump." So after Mr. Hawkins' decision to get involved, a number of other journalists began to criticize Musk's criticism of them. J.E. Parker, a reporter at the Post and Courier, a local newspaper in Charleston, South Carolina, claimed Musk was simply, quote, blaming the messenger. Musk quickly fired back, claiming that Parker was another sanctimonious media person who thinks they're above criticism. And so here you're seeing that original tweet by Elon saying, quote, going to create a site where the public can rate the core truth of any article and track the credibility score over time of each journalist, editor, and publication, thinking of calling it Pravda. Further saying in another response to someone who tweeted at him that basically why are certain journalists, editors especially, so concerned about the public rating their credibility? All they do all day is rate others ostensibly on behalf of the same public for which they have contempt. One user asked if Mr. Musk was simply trolling, to which he responded, quote, something needs to be done to reward consistent, high-quality journalism. Some in the media are absurdly indignant before even seeing the product. And so yeah, I think this shows, and I've spoken about this many times on the channel, of how the mainstream media, I mean, it's just a cesspool of slanderous, nonsense material, unfact-checked. There's always an agenda. There's always one political side versus the other. And especially in terms of this topic, people like us are deemed conspiracy theorists, tinfoil hat wearers, and you know, that's funny because it would appear now that we were right all along, seeing as now people around the world are being targeted with these sonic sound waves that are making them sick, making them lose their hearing, happening in China, Cuba. And so we've spoken about the media a lot on the channel, and of course they've used the media for years to downplay the seriousness and the legitimacy of the UFO and alien phenomenon. And so I think it's awesome that someone as powerful as Elon Musk, someone who is not just a rich billionaire, but someone who lives his life around space and getting us to the stars. And I think that's amazing. So yeah, this is what the media does. They like to criticize, but they don't like the finger pointed back at them. So I say, good job to Mr. Musk. Keep up the good fight and give it to him just as hard as they've given it to us over the years. So now in other news, I've been getting a number of emails from people regarding a theory that's going around that may have something to do with all of these mysterious underground booms and rumblings happening, predominantly over the United States, but I know they're happening in other areas of the world. And so a couple different emails about this. Basically, and when I first heard this, I was like, okay, that sounds really strange. But the more I looked into it, there's definitely some creepy correlations here. And so people said that these massive booms underground are linked to a massive underground tunneling system and your local Walmart store. And so I said, Walmart? Seriously? What does Walmart have to do with this? And well, apparently, and there's a video about this, I'll post a link to it down below, of this lady, some are calling her an insider, a Walmart insider, who too has been hearing these mysterious booms centered around her local Walmart. And that, well, basically the theory is that these massive tunnels being built underground are all connecting at certain points, and each one of these points where they're connecting to is a Walmart store. And that basically, at some point, these giant Walmart stores will be used as housing areas for people, if you guys get my drift. And that is what this massive underground crisscrossing network of tunnels, they will each connect to, one of these Walmarts. And what was really eerie to me was that when you placed a map of the United States that showed where most of these massive booms have been mapped out, and you place it over top a map of all of these new Walmart stores that have been popping up since 2006, well, this is what you get. And so the theory is, and again, this is just a theory, I'm not saying this is fact, but that map truly did make me sit back and say, okay, wow, that is either just a really creepy coincidence, or there just may be something to this. I wouldn't put it past the powers that be, and it really is an ingenious plan if you think about it. Walmarts are these giant, and they're only getting bigger. Every time I see one being put up, they're getting massive and more massive, and just think, if something ever did happen, you have these underground tunneling systems. Even without the tunnels underground, you have these massive stores that could easily be converted to camps of some sort. But when you have tunnels underground, we have all of these mysterious booms happening, and I've been getting a lot of emails from people about hearing these mysterious booms near, around, or underneath their local Walmarts. Sometimes after the Walmart is already put up, or other times during the construction of said Walmart. And it's like the construction of the store is masking the real construction that is happening underground. And so, yeah, it's a wild theory. Obviously, I don't have any further evidence except this map and just, some people who've worked at Walmart saying they've heard these mysterious booms around underneath. And it's just, you guys check out the video. It was posted in 2016. I don't know the guy who created it, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it past the powers that be to concoct something like this. So tell me what you think of this map here. We're still following these mystery booms happening around the world, specifically again the United States, because that's where we get the most info from. And we'll be posting more about it. We'll keep digging. We'll keep trying to figure out what's going on. With that, I want to thank you guys for stopping by today. And just really quick, I recently went and picked up some fan mail. I hadn't been to my P.O. box in a while, and I got a bunch of really awesome stuff. So I'm just kind of featuring a couple of pieces at a time in every video. The first of which is this just beautiful painting created by Justin Wozniak, who says that he's been here, almost since the beginning of the channel. He is an artist from New Jersey. He creates these beautiful oil paintings and sells them online. I'll put a link to his Facebook page down below, but he sent me this beautiful painting. We see these snow-covered mountains here, the moon in the background, this lake or creek here with the beautiful trees and brush on each side. And then if you look right near the moon here, he put in this really cool, what appears to be a flying saucer with a beam of light coming down from it. I'll zoom in here. big thanks, Justin. If you guys want to head over and check out his work, please do so. This guy is a true artist, and I can't say thank you enough to everybody who has been sending in letters, little works of art, drawings, research. It truly is one of the highlights of my week to go and see what you guys have sent in. So with that, thank you all for stopping by today. Be sure to share, subscribe, follow me on social media in case you don't see my videos being posted or you're not notified, and I will see you all back with much more in just a bit. Stay safe, guys.